kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Inside give now from the shotgun. Both teams are sparring in the early going, what we expect to be a really competitive top 10 showdown here mid-season.
Yeah, mid-season games like this are so exciting because you think you know who these teams are, and after today we'll have a much better idea. The team that plays mistake-free is going to be able to get out of here with a win.
On the move now. And he'll heave the ball deep down that right side. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's third down.
Chris, they don't hit this pass, but I love the approach here as a play caller, taking a shot and being aggressive, getting that ball downfield, stretching that defense. Try to keep those safeties back. It can open up other aspects of your offense.
Pulls it in. It's Horton. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together.
He's looking to make a big play downfield. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense has got to be aware that this quarterback and this offensive coordinator, they're not afraid to take shots. Here we see it early in this game, throwing the ball downfield. Defense has got to be aware. Keep those safeties back. Keep your eyes up. Try to keep a lid on this offense and look for some turnover opportunities.
Big moment on the opening drive. They face third down. Dropping back, it's Russell. Caught over the middle, it's Williams. And we're able to move the sticks. Set up now, first down at the 34.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
And they'll give it to the back. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
The 8th play of this opening drive, it's third and short. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Grab behind the line. It's Cuevas. That's enough to move the sticks. First down now from the 23.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big third down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. Now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Chris, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Strong opening drive. This is play number 11, third and short. Dropping back, it's Russell. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a 4th down. So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Trying for a 4th down completion. He's got it, and no for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Well, it's always a gamble to go for it on 4th down when you're already in field. But it looks like they won't rehash this decision when it's all said and done. That's a first down.
The Tide offense line up here on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Boy, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Risky throw here on 2nd down. You know, small spaces down here can be an issue for any quarterback. Very interested to see what they call here on 3rd down coming up.
Here's a run call on 3rd and goal. And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Wow, that is an impressive start for an emotion game like this. To be so efficient, to click like that early is impressive.
Well, it's very impressive and a great way to start for this team because all the build-up and all the hype, now you can just settle in and play your game.
PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. The game goes back to 1895, Kirk, but as you know, it's begun to pick up intensity, this rivalry, because they are always in each other's way in the SEC.
Yeah, this rivalry doesn't necessarily have the history, even though it does go back to 1895, but you're right. Things seem to change when the SEC split East and West. It became a battle about who would represent the West, the winner typically between Alabama and LSU. It seems like every year from that point on, it's a game we all point to before the season even starts. You can see what the offense is trying to do here with this screenplay, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
Grab down the middle. It's Anderson. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Caught over the middle. It's Green. They can't stop him. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. Flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Ball handed to the running back. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space and still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And they get the conversion there. Set up now, first down at the 38.
I think that's really good recognition there by the quarterback and offensive coordinator, the defensive lineman. They go with the touch pass, and the execution is solid. They'll reset the downs after picking up the first.
He hands it off from the gun. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Back to pass. It's Nussmeier. Running back has it on a screen now. And he never had a chance tackled in the backfield. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Third and very long. Can they make it 3 for 3 on third down conversions this drive? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Nice grab. It's Perry. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Grab behind the line. It's Green. Has a path to the end zone. 4 set of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a first and goal.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
First and goal now. A chance to get level after allowing the opening touchdown. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
They're set now to try the PAT. And it's good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On first down, it's play action. Looking for a man deep on the right side. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. Finally brought down, but that play moves the ball all the way down to the 21.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Solid gain there. Sets up a first and goal at the 7.
Boy, just a great play by the running back here, just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Alabama's offense now lining up on first and goal. Scanning the field. It's Russell. Cut quickly. Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. He keeps it. QB draw. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about third down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here, whether they run it or throw it. You get a stop here, and maybe you hold them to 3 points.
On third and goal, he's going to try to throw for it. Moves out of the pocket. Looking for 6. And he's got it. Touchdown.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. Here's the handoff. running through the tackle. Sophomore brought down after a nice run.
Chris, I know when we think about LSU, we go back to 2019, Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, that dynamic offense. But at the end of the day, it's still LSU. It's still the SEC. And ground and pound is something they will never move away from. Great job here, and move the sticks.
Pass is going to be incomplete. He was really lucky to avoid the pick there. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10 from the 45. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Oh, and the big fella couldn't quite hold on to that one. Going to set up a 3rd down play.
You know, this guy's one of the more talented quarterbacks in the country. A little bit rare to see him throw a ball where his mechanics are off that poorly.
And the big play to start the drive, but now, 2 incompletions, they face a 3rd and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. Oh, and he did not get there. The defense rising up against this elite 3rd down offense. The offense still on the field to go for it on 4th and 11. And he drops back in the gun. A deep shot to the right. It's a 4th down stop. The offense will take over in cross territory.
Well, Chris, there's crazy, then there's what we just saw. I'm not sure what this head coach is thinking. Late in the game, trailing by a bunch, I get it. But you've got time, way too early in this game to go for it on 4th and a mile.
Catch made on the out route. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
Grab down the middle. It's Cuevas. They finally make the tackle, but a huge gain down to the 15.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Runner takes the toss and moves to his right. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half. They'll talk strategy here.
The offense that time just trying to get the ball out in the perimeter, trying to find some space to be able to get their speed into. Pretty good job by the defense of slowing them down.
Looking to scramble. He's got it right near the end zone. Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be 1st down and goal. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Looking downfield, it's Russell. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, tie.
I'll tell you what, in this first half, this quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
PHC is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And he fields it inside the 15. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. This will likely be the last play of the half. First down, looking to throw the football. The pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
Defense loading up, and DBs here wanting to prevent the deep pass play. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looking for a man deep down the left side. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price. Tackled on the return, and that's how we'll end the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Back to pass. It's Nussmeier. The pass rush closing in. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Running with purpose. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking to throw here. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you what, man, this defensive speed is electric. Great job of running to the football. Nowhere to go at all after that play.
Offense getting set. It's second down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Caught over the middle. It's Perry. And tackled there by the defense.
The running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Out of the gun now on third down. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They move the ball to the 48 and earn a fresh set of downs.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Offense set for the sixth play in this drive. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, they keep trying to run the football. They keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
And that's a first down for the offense.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Keep it on the ground. There's a handoff. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Caught behind the line. It's Sharp. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Complete to the tight end.
Chris, this is a great game, but I'm always so impressed with the offensive line because they sell this as much as anything. The quarterback's making the read, trying to figure out if the defense is committed to the run or the pass, and then he's going to go the other direction. He makes the right throw here out to the flat and to the right, but the offensive line showing the defense it's a run look is what opens this up eventually for the nice game.
On the ground, it's Perry. And the freshman brings him down quickly. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Oh, and he didn't get there. The defense makes a stop against this excellent third down offense. So they call the screen on third down, but it doesn't work. Defense all over the running back that time.
Yeah, Chris, and usually on third down, that's a great time for the defense to apply the pressure, which they did here. All your guys are getting after the quarterback, but what stood out is the patience they showed.
It's complete. That's enough for a first down. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, LSU. Well, they slowed the game down with a long, grinding drive to produce a touchdown. That was impressive.
What's impressive to me is the consistency. You know, it's one thing to hit a receiver and you can score a big touchdown, but to be able to go and sustain drives and keep the sticks moving, that puts a lot on the quarterback and the execution of the offense, and man, did they make that look easy.
And the point after is right down the middle.
LSU 14.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. It's a quarterback keeper.
It's a nice game by this offense. This quarterback has such a good feel for running the option, whether it's handing it, keeping it himself, or pitching it, puts a lot of pressure on the discipline of this defense.
Come to the line for second down and very short now. To throw, it's Russell. Caught in the backfield, it's Young. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
So it's third and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Grabbed by the receiver. And the gain just good enough for a first down. That'll put him over 150 yards today, Kirk. He is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W?
14.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Toss it to the back, running left. Breaks free. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 41.
That's going to be a first down, and really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
To throw, it's Russell. Running out of time in the pocket. And it's incomplete, even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Breaks an open space.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Lets it fly to the wideout. It's incomplete. This efficient offense doesn't convert on third down this time.
Yeah, these guys aren't able to hook up here on this third down, but you got to give a shout-out to the defense for making it hard to convert here. They've been great on third down all year. It's a rare miss and a good job by this defense.
And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Fires it to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete. The defense holds on fourth down, and they'll take over.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
That's a first down for the offense.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, handoff inside. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Chris has just really been the story of the game. This defense has completely eliminated this offense's ability to run the football, made them one-dimensional, and that's why they haven't been able to put many points on the board.
Look out, room to run here.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Try and muscle for the first down. And they convert on third down, moving the football to the 35.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you get a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance and a really nice game.
Important second down play coming up. He hands it to the back. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
To the air, it's Nussmeier. Running back grabs it on the screen. Looking for the end zone, has a lane. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
I'll tell you what, a screen pass is tough to do, but when executed well, the result is this. Perfectly timed by the quarterback to drop it off to the back, gets the big lineman in front of him, all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
And the important PAT is up and good. We're tied in the fourth. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Bringing it out, it's Adams. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Oh, it's intercepted. A critical late mistake here. Touchdown, LSU. The defense produces 6 points.
What a play here by the defense. We kept thinking this defense might have to come up with a stop to give the ball back to their own offense to see if they can maybe take the lead, but instead, they take matters into their own hands and come up with a turnover and a touchdown.
PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
LSU 28, Alabama 21.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. So 1st and 10 here. Offense desperate to reach the end zone on this drive. Quick throw to his receiver. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. Tight game, final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. Looking to throw. It's Russell. He escapes the pocket. On the move, looking deep down the right side. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet.
Well, that defender deserves the game ball for that game-sealing play. Now, all there is to do is run out the clock and walk out of here with a W.
Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. Breaks free. Crosses the 35. The freshman brought down after a nice run. They knew they're going to need clutch plays like that, Kirk. This is a battle we expected to come down to the final minutes. It looks like the higher-ranked team's going to dodge the upset and move on.
Yeah, good for them to be able to close this game out. They played very, very well and very deserving. But for the loser in this game, still an opportunity to learn from your mistakes. Try to get yourself in position to still make a run at the end of the year.
Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. Leaning on the run game here. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. Handoff here from the shotgun. Breaking free at midfield. Tackle made after a huge gain all the way to the 40.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long, but especially in this fourth quarter. They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit out there.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. Ball is snapped, and the quarterback will just take a knee. Well, that's the kind of matchup we hope for, Kirk. This team came in higher ranked, respected. They were fully tested. They had to show how good they were to survive the upset here today.
And I really think that the coaches and the players, they love playing in these kind of games. You really are going to get tested. You find out what you're made out of. And these guys really met the challenge. I'm very, very impressed with the execution and how they played this game. And now they go to the next step.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.